It's often said that if you're born a white, straight man in America, or really anywhere else in the world, you have it easier than most. But there's something they don't tell you. There is one thing that people like myself have to struggle with, have to almost keep secret from the world on a day-to-day basis, and I say no more. And that secret, that struggle in society, is that I like female pop music, damn it. And I'm not going to be afraid to admit it. I think society has shifted a bit with the new generation. They don't care so much about what you listen to, how you act, who you are, and that's great. But for someone like myself, who was born in the 80s, God, I'm old. But it was hard. It was hard to listen to female pop music and not feel a bit of shame. And sure, an Alanis Morissette would come on, or a No Doubt Gwen Stefani, and that would kind of bridge the gap a little bit, because there was an edge to those singers. There was a bit of a indie feel to it, or a ska vibe. But someone like a Britney Spears, a Christina Aguilera, a Selena Gomez, a Taylor Swift, an Olivia Rodrigo, an Ariana Grande. These pop female sensations would come along, drop amazing music, and what? I'm supposed to play dumb about it? I'm supposed to turn off the ears and look the other direction, hear the other direction? I say no more! I say no more. Back in the day, I used to paint in the summers with a crew of guys, and there was nothing better than waking up in the morning, blasting some Celine Dion, driving an hour to our paint job. Would you touch me like this? Would you hold me like that? It was so long ago, but it's all coming back to me now. But that was with close friends that I'd spent a lot of time with and became comfortable with, so we had an understanding. But if you say that you like a female pop singer to someone that doesn't really know you, they're gonna roll their eyes, they're gonna scoff. But I think deep down, they feel the same way. Yeah, sure, they mask themselves in their Megadeths and their Metallicas and their Five-Finger Death Punch and whatever else. I like that shit too. Listen, feed me some Corn with a K all day long, I'm in. Even that dubstep album I enjoyed. Wah, 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 wah. I did it all for the Nookie. I was a big fan of Fred Durst and Limp Bizkit, and I absolutely adore my Canadian friends, Our Lady Peace, Finger 11, Billy Talent. I think Nickelback is Chad Kroeger from Canada. I don't know, his old girlfriend is though, Avril Lavigne. And so yeah, I'm gonna throw on some Billy Talent, and then maybe I'll switch over to a little Skater Boy from Avril. And I shouldn't be judged in a negative light for that. In fact, it should be celebrated. If a guy is comfortable enough to put on his hard rock music and then switch over to something a little light, a little whimsical, that should be fair game. You know, we're living in a society, and the society has taught us, at least us that grew up in the 80s and 90s, that in order to be a man, you need to listen to rock and roll, you need to hammer beers, you need to hammer women, you need to kill animals. The tide has changed over the years, and I think it should be celebrated. But for many of us, times were tough. Times were tough. Having to hide away our shame, trapped in the closet, hoping to one day come out and say, "Hello world, it's me." I like Britney Spears' Lucky. My primary source of income is I'm a UX UI designer and developer. And so when I sit down for a coding sesh, short for session, I bust out some Olivia Rodrigo. I listen to that album from beginning to end, front to back. I have greatest hits playlists on Spotify. You can find them. They're public. I'm out there now. I've decided there's no more hiding. There's no more running from who I am. I have a solid pop female playlist. I have many rock and roll playlists. I have indie stuff. You throw me some Jimmy Eat World, it's one of my favorite bands. I'll listen to them nonstop. But I'm going to pair that with a nice chalice of Cher Lloyd. I might throw on some Little Mix. Hell, I might get wild and throw on a little H. Duff, a little old school Hillary Duff action. I guess the point of this video is really to tell you guys you're not alone. If you grew up around the same time I did, there might have been some shame. You might still be trapped in that closet, hoping to one day step out and tell the world, hey, I like female pop music, I celebrate it, I love it, please embrace me. And I'm telling you right now, I embrace you. You're not alone, friend. You are not alone. And I'd love to take you out and grab a beer or a Coca-Cola Classic sometime and talk about how much you love Kesha's older work. We can raise a glass to Billie Eilish. We can talk about our favorite songs by Halsey or Dua Lipa. And we can appreciate the Rihannas and the Beyoncés, the Destiny Childs of the world. I like Destiny Child better than Beyonce solo stuff. I know. I know, it's crazy. And I just felt like I had to say it. I had to put it out there. So if you're feeling alone, if you're feeling trapped, just know there's others like us in our 40s. We are here for you. Let's celebrate in the comments below. Please list your female pop singer that you love more than anyone else. Maybe it's a deep cut. And I'm going to go ahead and listen to it. I will search her down on Spotify. I will make a separate playlist, greatest hits, for her if it really wows me. And if you think I'm fucking joking, you are wrong, mister. You can find my stuff on Spotify. It's there. Adam Olinger. It's there. And I'm here. I'm still here. Thank you for watching. I hope that this was an eye-opening experience for you. Really talking about the plight of the straight white male and how much we've had to hide our shame over the years. Let me know in the comments. Please like the video if you had a good time. Subscribe. I would love to have you stick around. I'm posting new Adam Does Rants every week on the channel. Hopefully I can get a couple out a week. With your support, we can make it happen. Oh, and also, if you somehow randomly stumbled upon this video and you're not familiar with my main channel, Adam Does Movies, please head over there and subscribe as well. I do a ton of stuff on that channel. Would love to have you stick around. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to put on some Kelly Clarkson and unwind.